Is this what you want with Matt and Julia? Is this what you want with Matt and Julia? Is this what you want with Matt and Julia?
It is This What You Want with Matt and Julia, the podcast where we try to figure out what you want, mostly just talk about our weeks, and you like it or you don't. That's up to you. I'm Julia Ladkowitz, and across from me is my dear husband, the love of my life, the man you love to hate,
Wow.
Matt O'Brien,
Didn't
everybody.
need that last part. We've started a few episodes with a ba 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 ba. Is that a royal trumpet? Is that what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Ba ba ba.
I just like to start everything with a bit of a ba with the ba to bang.
Now you're
bang.
drifting
No.
into Kid Rock. If Kid Rock was king, if he was King Rock, then that would be his royal trumpets. Ba with the ba to bang to bang.
Yeah. Now that he's grown, why does he not go as adult rock?
He was already an adult when he was kid. That's the problem. So now he's
That's
probably
true.
in his teen years. Teen Rock.
Teen Rock. Do you think The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, is pissed off that he shares a bit of the same name with Kid Rock?
Yeah, probably. Same last name.
Same last name.
So he's probably like, see you at the reunion, the family reunion. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
me,
like-
The Rock, and Kid Rock, my little brother.
It's like if I had there was some scummy, sexist, white Republican piece of shit version of me.
You got them all. You got all the Kid Rock bingo items. Yep.
That was named Ladkowitz, last name Ladkowitz.
My God, if there was like a Kid Rock style man out there, a rap rock artist with the last
Called
name Ladkowitz,
Kid Ladkowitz?
Kid Ladkowitz, the concerts would be empty. We'd be like, I didn't know how to spell the last name.
Here's the issue.
Also,
with
the name
what
wouldn't
you
fit
just
on
said.
tickets.
You literally gave me the worst diss ever, being like, the concerts wouldn't be empty, the name's not going to fit on tickets. Hi,
Yeah.
guess what? I want people to come to my shows at theaters, and my name will be on
That's
tickets.
different. It's different as a comedian.
I guess.
Yeah, they'll if you're a comedian, they'll be like, fit it on there, fit it on the ticket. But if you're a musician, be like, are you out of your fucking mind, Ladkowitz? And
I
also
should've
people being
changed
like,
my fucking cock
you say that once.
ape name.
Cock ape name. If you should, your last name should be Cock Ape. You should be Julia Cock Ape. Absolutely. That merch sells itself.
Julia
It's
Cock Ape?
Cock Ape.
How would you spell it?
It's an ape. First of all, it's an ape shaped like a giant dick. It has ape arms and ape legs, and it's peeling itself like a banana.
Like that. That's my my logo.
Yeah, Cock Ape.
Would you spell it like CAULKAPE?
Oh, I was gonna say KAWK ape, Cock Ape.
Is it all one word or like a dash?
And you know what your first comedy album is called? Cock Ape Shin.
Oh,
Because you're Caucasian.
because I'm white? No,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We'll bat that around. Listener, if you think that Julia should change her last name to Cock Ape, call us right now, 1-800
Cock Ape.
The phone number we have is Cock Ape as well.
Yeah, we already
Everything's
have
Cock
that
Ape.
locked and loaded. I was really banking on you saying cock ape or me saying cock. I said cock ape.
Yeah.
Listen, we are, by the way, happy chappy hour, everybody.
Happy Chappy Hour, everyone. The only happy hour dedicated to the worst robot movie of all time that Julia has not seen. Also, side note, power listener Michael Klein stopped by
Yes,
to drop
he did.
off a green screen because he was doing a shoot downtown LA. No big deal. Downtown LA. We live in Los Angeles. And he's like, they needed a green screen. And he's like, I know who to call. Mr. Green. I'm
Mr. Green, Matt O'Brien.
So I lent him a green screen and he dropped it off, and then I gave him a Chappy Hour glass, which we will
Which-
soon be selling, I'm sure,
Yes.
as merch.
I like how you're like, I gave him a chappy hour glass. Let's be honest. I made it.
Okay, well, I was physically there handing it
You
to him,
did.
so I gave it to him, which is why I used that phrasing. I'm sorry, this is a big
I-
salad moment.
No, I'm just saying I made the chappy hour glasses and I gave you one for Christmas.
That's right,
Isn't that nice?
and I adore it.
But what I was trying to say before is, I'm not even drunk. We're not drunk because
Yeah.
we are not hopped up on cock ape. We are drinking Hum, a probiotic kombucha. Tastes great. Less sugar, mango, passion fruit.
Got that baby at Costco. You ever been to that place?
I've never heard of Costco in my life.
Yep, it's I scoped it out. It was in the fridge where the usual, because there's an area where the kombucha usually is, and it's usually like what is it, GTs?
Yeah, a lot of GTs. Sometimes it's the Kirkland brand, which, you know what? too much sugar in the Kirkland brand.
Yeah, so Kirkland's a lot like Amazon, where they're like, yeah, we can do that too, and they do it, but it's like shittier and clearly quicker.
Dare you smear Kirkland's name? I do love a Kirkland brand.
Oh no, they get a lot right, but sometimes they copy other people's things,
Right.
and they're just like, it's just not. It's clearly like just super hyper manufactured.
Yeah.
Like whoever's making that Kirkland kombucha,
It's good, but it's just there's
tastes like it's filtered through a wool sock.
well, I wouldn't say that. I think it's quite tasty. There's just too much sugar, but this is very nice. So, what section did you find this in?
In the kombucha section.
Oh,
It was
okay.
in the fridge where the other kombucha should be, and then that one was peeking. There's a bunch of stacks of boxes, and it was a label that I didn't recognize, and I see other people didn't recognize either. Hum with 2 M's. I don't know if I don't recognize this brand of kombucha.
It's really good though.
But then if you line up 10 brands of kombucha, I probably wouldn't recognize any of them,
I would.
except for GTs.
There's
But
one called Health Aid. There's GTs.
Cock Ape, by the way, great name for kombucha.
Cock Ape?
Cock Ape.
Was that my name?
Wow, that just happened.
I know.
That was
I
less than
Here's
3
the
minutes
thing.
ago.
My brain's fucked because I have ADHD, I think.
I know you do. I know I do too. So we're both spinning our wheels on that one.
But when I said Health Aid, I was thinking of did I say Cock Aid?
No.
And I was an ape.
Cockade is like a terrible music festival to support men that need their penises reattached.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
raising
yeah.
money for guys that had their dicks cut off.
When I think of Cockade, I think was your dick broken in a door? Get some Cockade.
Oh my God, that's my biggest nightmare. The other day, it's funny you said that.
You got your dick caught in a door?
No, but I put the toilet seat down and I went to go. It was in the morning. I put the toilet seat down and it came down slow, but then I sat down on it and I'm like,
Did you almost sit on your fucking huge balls?
well, that's the thing. I was like, there was an ample opportunity for my balls to slip under or my ween to slip under. And then Shane just barking at me while I'm telling the story. Don't tell it. And to be clamped down by a toilet seat. And then I had a flash. Do you ever have like a flash of like your whole day after that? I was
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital. You're dragging me by the scruff of my shirt because I can't walk. And then the nurses are like, what happened? And I'm like, I got my cock and balls caught in a toilet seat.
That would have been awful. Like,
And then I have to sit there with the other guys where that happened too. There's probably a bunch of guys
you think
lined
there's
up
a
and we're like,
section for people who got their cock and balls caught in a toilet seat?
yeah, absolutely.
That would be awful because I think they would just explode. That's what I'm picturing.
There has to be a point of tension and impact where your balls could explode.
Like, it depends on how. I don't know if you're a hard sitter on the toilet. I
Old
feel like
men
you're
sit
not.
on their balls all the time. There's many a video.
Yeah, but
out
they don't
there.
get caught underneath a toilet seat. I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah,
Oh God,
I've had enough testicle issues that I don't need one more. That's the thing.
Men are the weaker sex because
Because we got these things on the outside.
you have the outside thingies.
I think the testicles should detach when you hit a certain age. They're like an escape pod.
Honestly, when you're like, I don't want to have kids anymore. They should just, and you plant them and they grow.
Or you mentally
a new dick.
Yeah, you mentally go, I 100% in all my beings of being do not want to have kids, and the balls go, and they release and they roll away, and they go to somebody else who wants kids.
Well, but they already have their own balls.
Yeah.
Why do they need 4 pairs of balls? What I'm thinking is
It's like a
that
sea turtle thing too. It's like when the baby sea turtles have to go to the ocean before they get caught
a lot
by
of them
seagulls.
die though.
So when the balls detach, they roll away, and they got to make it to another guy before seagulls get them.
See, what I'm picturing is the balls detach and they roll away into like a garden and they plant and then they grow like a penis and then they give that penis can be purchased from men who have penises that don't work or micro penises.
The balls grow a penis.
Yeah, because they're like bulbs.
I see, like
Yeah.
a begonia,
Like a tulip.
like a tulip, or a what am I thinking? Begonia,
A begonia?
begonia.
What's a begonia again?
I don't know.
I think
It's
they're
a
kind of
type
like fluffy.
but it comes in a bulb. I remember my mom buying
Yeah.
those growing up. She's like, "Don't touch the begonias."
Yeah, it was always
That's not
tulip
how my mom
bulbs.
sounds at all. But I never understood bulbs. I'm like, why are we getting bulbs all the time? Why are they so precious? Why is it the same name as the light? Bulb. There's too many bulbs floating around.
You know what's really exciting
What
is
is?
flowers that like you plant once and they come up every year.
And you don't have to do anything to them?
Well, you still have to prune them and whatever, but like there's some, it's like perennials and annuals, and I guess annuals come up annually.
Wait, what is perennial? Perennial?
Perennial.
Wait, like once a year? I never clocked what that meant something.
Perennial.
I don't know. Perennial.
Perennial. One of them you have to plant every year.
Yeah.
They like die at the end of the season. You plant them again, and then others just come up every year. I think tulips come up every year. So is that a perennial or an annual?
This is the perfect example. I was just talking to Michael Klein, Power Listener, about this, and he's like, I was like, I didn't know idea you listened to our podcast. And he goes, yeah, I just kind of throw it on while I'm doing stuff. And I'm like, boy, howdy, if we aren't doing conversation that you could listen to while doing stuff.
That's the point.
We really ticked that box hard. That box has been tickety booed from here to Calumet, Mississippi.
It's one of those things where you kind of zone out and you're like, I don't really care what they're talking about now. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are they talking about perennials? Oh, now I'm hooked.
Because I do listen to science podcasts sometimes, but then that'll be like,
Nerd.
I'm a nerd. I like science. I like beakers. Sodium. What's sodium doing these
You listen
days?
to a beaker and acid. I don't know what scientists do.
Wait, was that the other Muppet? There was Beaker and the round pervert-looking one. He was smooth and he kind of looked like an expanded Kermit. He looked like Kermit if he was allergic to peanuts.
I don't know.
I don't know a lot about the Muppets. There are people that are obsessed with the Muppets.
The Muppets are hilarious, though.
They are great, but I grew up just being like, oh, they are great and they are there. But there are people that are like, I am obsessed with them. I know every single Muppet and I love them so much.
I think I'm thinking of I'm thinking of the Muppets. I'm thinking of the Muppets.
Good for you. Anyway, next on the next segment. I'm thinking about the Muppets.
Well, now I'm getting confused between Sesame Street and the Muppets.
That's one of the most concerning things you can say right in the middle of a therapy session. You're talking about something else and you go, I'm thinking about the Muppets. And then the therapist just goes, and then just doesn't know where to go from there.
Something's wrong with my brain. Yeah.
Maybe the kombucha will help because the probiotics will do something to your brain. B12, that's good.
Need to be medicated. And maybe this is a symptom of long COVID where my brain is just actually full dumb now.
It's possible. A lot of people are suffering from it.
Like I find
Millions.
myself grasping for words sometimes. I will say, my improv class, I'm taking Groundlings.
You have heard of it.
And at first I felt like I was suffering from brain fart-itis where I was like, I just couldn't think of anything. But my last class yesterday, I really felt on it and in it.
That's
and
good.
perhaps it's because we've been drinking less.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
And by the way, we were supposed to do dry January. We're doing like
moist January.
less wet January. Let's call it that.
Damp.
Before it was like soaking. If we did soaking December, then we're doing like
It's a light mist.
light mist January.
Foggy January.
Yeah.
You can't come straight out of a wet December and right into dry. It shocks the system.
It does. I think February is more going to be our time because that's the thing. We're doing our vow renewal. We have our wedding coming up, which
In March.
Yeah. Which why don't we get into our first segment, warm and fuzzy.
This is a segment where we talk about something nice that happened this week because, man, there's a lot of shit happening out there.
There is a lot of shit.
I have to stop reading the news for that reason. They really do only report on terrible, terrible things. Especially with all the rains happening and the storms, you're like, oh my God.
And I get it. People, especially with stuff like that, people need to know what's going on.
Of course.
But
it really weighs on you.
That's why I'm like, they should report on something like good, like a bear kissed a dog. But
that's what they do. They go too far with the fluff. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be like, this bear kissed a dog. And you're like, you were just talking about a bank that exploded.
Yeah.
And now a bear's kissing a dog.
And then what we don't see off camera is the bear bites the dog's head off.
Yeah, and the bear also blew up the bank. Has there ever been a case of a bear blowing up a bank?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Or
Maybe.
someone put dynamite in the bear and then made the bear run into the bank.
Yeah. No one would ever suspect the bear would explode. That's the perfect bank heist. You release a bear in a bank, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's a bear!" And they only call animal control.
They don't call the bomb squad.
They don't call the bomb squad. They don't call the police, but the animal control take care of it. Then the bear explodes. Safe opens. You trot in. Everyone's covered in bear guts, and then you walk out of there with the cashola.
That's actually not a bad plan if you're not against if you support animal cruelty.
You find a bear that's almost dead anyway. You find a bear
Okay.
that's like,
A bear that's gonna die, and you're putting the bear out of his misery.
yeah, the bear's like, get me out of here. And you're
Yeah.
like, how about I explode you in a bank and then I get rich?
And the bear's like, "What's in it for me?" And you're like,
Swi-
"Get
the
in there, shithead."
The swift mallet of death slamming into your body at full force. And then 8 months later, when I'm on a super yacht and the chief stew is like, how did you get here, by the way? And I'm going to be like,
Exploded a bear.
exploded a bear in a bank.
I exploded a bear in a bank.
Yeah, we're in international waters. I can say what I want, and I get away with it.
So, in international waters, can I commit a crime and not be tried?
I think I looked into this once.
Or is there like a boat jail or like a boat court?
You can do a crime if you stay in international waters. Then no country will try to arrest you. I think
So I just have to be a sea dweller for my whole
you will
life.
just have to be. You'll have to create some sort of sea fortress and just live there for the rest of your life. And then, so if you do whatever you do illegally, wherever you port next is the country that will try you for your crime.
Oh boy.
So
So if you're going to commit a crime at sea, make sure you're close to a port that's like nice.
cool, yeah, not like, icy. I mean, you want a nice warm one.
I mean, like where the country's laws are not are more lenient.
The biggest thing with international waters, because I just read Captain Lee's book. You know Captain Lee from Below Deck?
Yes.
Which you got me for Christmas. I loved it, by the way. Made me feel warm and fuzzy, by the way.
Cute.
That's a small warm and fuzzy. But he said, he's like, yeah, people would be in international waters and they'd be like, I can do whatever I want out here. And he'd be like, oh, no, you can't. No, just roll some dice and gamble if you want. Like, that's the biggest thing. It's like, you can gamble.
Yeah.
You play some cards, win some money. Don't go,
Don't go murdering people.
don't eat a full monkey's body and then throw the corpse at your friend.
Is it? Wait.
Is it illegal to eat a full monkey?
Is it illegal to if I'm
It's gotta
starving
be.
and I find a monkey and that's the only thing I can eat? Is it
Depends on
illegal?
where you are. If you're in the middle of the jungle where monkeys exist, yes. If you're in like
I'm
St.
not-
John's, Newfoundland,
No, I'm not gonna like order a monkey, like an illegal contraband monkey.
Yes.
And then cook it up for me and my friends.
that's 100%. That has to be illegal. Oh my God.
And on the preference sheet of the yacht, it's like roasted full monkey.
Yeah, roasted monkey. That's an episode of Below Deck that needs to happen. If I'm ever on Below Deck, we're putting roasted monkey on our preference sheet and just see, because they're like, we have to say yes. Maybe, you know what they would do? They would make like a giant roast beef and shape it like a monkey, I think.
First of all, they don't have to say yes to things that are illegal.
Yeah, so they would make a roast
Yeah.
beef shaped monkey, and I would be very happy with that.
I feel stupid.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This
okay.
episode's extra dumb.
This episode's extra dumb, but you know what? Let's get into warm and fuzzy. Like we said,
Yes. Do you want to go first with the warm and fuzzy? I said a small one.
Yeah,
but,
I'll go first with
I
warm
have
and
I have a
fuzzy.
bigger one, I guess.
My warm and fuzzy for this past week was we sort of put a pin in wedding planning last year, which was a couple months ago. And yeah, I was like, oh shit, the wedding's in literally less than 3 months. We
Yeah.
better get on it. So we designed our little like invitations that we sent via like paperless post, whatever, because it's a vow renewal. And it was just so cute and fun. And it's finally, I feel like it's all coming together. And I'm talking to friends who have booked their flights and friends who are coming early to visit us in LA and friends that are staying after the wedding. And I got the cutest fucking bachelorette outfit. And I'm so
Oh, shit.
excited.
A second outfit. I didn't even think about that.
It's so cool. I got it from eBay. I really hope it fits. And if not, I will jam my body in there. And yeah, it's just I'm feeling very warm and fuzzy and like so excited about this, and it feels really real now. Because before I was like, oh, this is so far away.
Yeah,
Yada,
it was
yada,
like
yada.
it was exciting and distant when we first thought about doing
Mm-hmm.
this, and now it's very close.
It's very close, and a lot of people have RSVP'd.
Yeah,
And,
it's becoming a thing.
It is becoming a bit of a thing.
It's a bit of a to-do.
So that's my warm and fuzzy. Matt, what was yours?
Oh my God. Well, yes, I've been in a bit of a funk lately. This happens. Listen. We've been in these careers for over 15 years, and sometimes I'm just like, what am I doing? What have I done? Where am I going? I picture myself like as an old man captioning stand-up clips at like age 70, and I'm like, we're almost there.
Yeah.
So I go through these dark holes. And also recognizing it is a good thing to do. That's what I did today. I woke up and I felt very funky, and I'm like, I'm depressed. I know I'm depressed. I'm recognizing that.
But what they say in like mindfulness is just like noticing how you feel.
Yeah.
Not trying to change it, just noticing what's going on and then letting it go.
Yes. So gradually throughout the day I did. But lately I have been working on a project.
Don't say too much though.
Well, I can say this, that for years, like fringe festivals have always been a thing that have been shoved in our faces.
Yeah.
They're always like, you're a comedian, you got to go to Fringe, you got to have a one-person show, and then you go from there, you get big, bada boom, you tour all over the place, you get rich. I mean, that's not what they say exactly, but... So I'm like, I finally thought of a good idea for a one-person show, and it's based on Costco. It's called The King of Kirkland.
Yeah.
And I literally just been working nonstop on it, and I'm very excited for it. And
You've been working really hard on it.
I am going to be talking about it constantly, so people will hold me accountable. Because I've had ideas like this before in the past, where I work on it, and I just stop because I'm like, this is stupid. And
this is not stupid, though.
This is not stupid. I like it a lot. I think it's going to be very, very fun and very funny, and I am like passionately trying to make it very good.
Yeah.
And then I hope I get very sued by the CEOs of Costco. That's one thing I haven't checked yet.
First of all,
it's a love letter to Costco.
It's a love letter to Costco. Also, any people are allowed to do, like with stand up, they're allowed to talk about any topics, really,
That's right.
like, or corporations or blah blah blah. Yeah. Also, it's like parody at that point.
It is, yes, and it's not. It's not really like I'm not talking shit about, not like revealing like their deep dark secrets. I'm just talking about my experiences with.
It's not like
Costco.
you're a former employee who's like, Mr. Costco made me suck him off.
Yeah. Oh, imagine sucking off Mr. Costco.
Oh my God, his dick's probably huge.
Oh my God, it's probably like a pack of 7 dicks for $10.99. So yeah, it's made me feel really good and feel like I have an extra little project going on because, things go up and I'm busy and all of a sudden I'm not busy, but luckily I have this humming in the background and it's making me feel good and excited.
It's making me feel good and excited for you, and also that I get to be part of it in some little ways.
Well, we're trying to find different ways, and today, because I'm making a video right now where I spoiler. If you see this video in a couple of days, where I release a bunch of rotisserie chickens from a Costco. That's what I'm working the video I'm working on right now, like a Prison Break type thing. And so we looked up rotisserie chicken costumes to see if you could do like a dance routine with me.
I think if we had like a really epic choreographed dance with you and a rotisserie chicken,
that'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
We already have the hot dog costume. If we want to do a hot dog one too.
Oh yeah.
See, this is all adding up. There's a lot to plan and a lot to work on, but I will be plugging away and keeping everyone updated. And that's that. Feeling good, feeling fine, recognizing my emotions. Back to you in the studio.
Hi, it's me in the studio. Thanks for sharing, Matt O'Brien. You know what? That made me feel so warm and fuzzy. I think it's time for something a little bit stupid.
Yes, this is where we talk about something stupid that happened this week to level us out. That was stupid. Well, that was stupid.
Oh, okay, let's get down to the brass tacks. Why do they call it the brass tacks?
Oh, is it like...
Because when brass had a tax on it, and it's like, give me that money.
Maybe brass was, very taxable back in the day. Brass was very exciting when it first came out, I think.
Oh, sure.
Brass instruments, brass bands. Oh, God, I'm allergic to brass.
The Brass Rail. Brass Rail was
God.
a strip club in Toronto. I think it's still there.
It's still there, I think. I think I went there.
Oh, my God.
What the hell?
Alexa, shut up.
Oh, my God. My watch just thought I asked it if I'm allergic to brasso.
What is brasso?
I don't know. It sounds like a type of cheese. Anyway, the Brass Rail in in
the Brass
Toronto.
Rail in Toronto. I think the last time I was there I was 19. I went to the Brass Rail twice.
Yeah.
Went once for my 19th birthday,
Did
and
you bring
before
like
that,
a disposable camera there?
yes,
or
I was
something?
17 years
I
old.
think we told this story on
Yeah,
already.
got my camera taken away from me, and then the guy developed the pictures, took out the incriminating one. It was a whole hoopla. The dog is whining. Okay, we're almost done, sweetie. Listen, let's talk about something stupid. I have a couple mini stupid things. One, okay, so my video on Instagram still chugging away. Still, it's at like 2.6 million views, which is great. And again, not reading the comments, but I did see a few little comments that are so stupid. They're not even like, oh my God, that really hurt my feelings. They're so stupid. One, someone accused me of misandry, which is the opposite of misogyny.
Is that when you rob a farm? Okay, no. I don't know.
What is your
Misandry.
logic there? Misandry.
I don't know.
Okay.
It sounds like something like you're guilty of misandry. You robbed old Hank's farm.
No, it means like I'm sexist towards men, or
I
like
see.
It's like guys can be a misogynist, and I am a misandrist. Anyway,
God.
because I said because it was a video about waxing. I'm like, okay, and the best was someone's like, wow, way to reveal like that you're an incel, and I laughed so hard. I'm an incel. That's so funny.
You should show up to the next meeting of incels, and they'd be
Incels
like,
Anonymous?
It would be all the guys I'm picturing, and then you walking in. They'd be like, "Guh. You're involuntary and celibate."
You're involuntary and celibate. I'm an incel, and the internet's fucked. Also, I mean, this is really stupid, but it pissed me off. So I was at improv yesterday,
Yeah.
and I had a really long day.
Oh wow, this is what you're going to talk
I had a
about.
really
oh, my God.
long
Airing. Here comes the dirty laundry.
day. And the night before, I had made a beautiful like turkey bolognese sauce. And we had leftovers, and it wasn't like a crazy huge portion, but we had leftovers, and I was gonna like zhuzh it up when I got home, add some extra veggies in there, make a salad, like maybe some garlic bread. I was so excited. I'm at improv. I haven't eaten all day, and Matt sends me 2 texts. He's like, was your show canceled? And can I eat the rest of the pasta? And I just wrote back, because I'm in class, I can't really respond. I just wrote back, in caps, I think, no. And then
Let me find this.
the last, either way, I wrote no. One of the last scenes we're doing, one of the suggestions where our teacher's like, wait, so what are these people doing with their hands? And someone's like, making fresh pasta or pasta, whatever they said. I'm like, oh my God, yes, I'm so excited for my pasta when I get home. And then I text Matt being like, all right, coming home, like, don't eat the pasta. We're going to eat that for dinner. And he's like, oh, I already ate it. I'm like, what part of no? Don't you understand? And I was
I
in
can't
an
wait to
hour
tell my side of this
and a
story.
half traffic the whole way home, stomach gargling, hadn't eaten since 11 a.m. that morning. I get home at 7 p.m. You know what I made myself? I made myself like boiled potatoes and spinach
That
and some
sounds
Parmesan cheese.
lovely.
Fuck you. You ate my pasta. This is not the first time it's happened. Years ago,
I ate 2 burgers. Okay.
there was 2 burgers left, and I came home and I was like, where are the burgers? He's like, they're gone. I'm like, you ate both burgers?
I was a hungry boy. Also, I was much fatter back then. Okay, here's what happened. So yesterday, before you left, you said, I think I made a quip about having something for dinner, and then you're like, no, you're gonna have leftover pasta. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
I said we're gonna
No.
have
You said you're gonna
I
have
said
leftover
we're.
pasta. I remember that very vividly. And then the text message in question, I said, first text, I said, wait, am I supposed to eat pasta leftovers without you? And then Flappers not happening next Thursday, and you just said no. So
Yeah, because
I thought the no was for the show, as in it's not happening. No, it's not happening.
I didn't even answer about the other one. You should have fucking clarified.
Either way, it was
You ate? You ate it?
but
And
it
I'm
was a
so mad.
portion that was not. I remember being like, did she say we're both gonna have this? And I remember opening it, and I'm like, this is not for 2 people. It was not enough for 2. I know you're gonna zhuzh it up, but trust me when I tell you, I ate it, and I'm like, that was the perfect amount for a person.
Oh, I'm so glad it was a perfect amount for you. It should have been the perfect amount for me coming home. Do you understand when you come home late from things, I literally have dinner waiting for you? You cannot ever tell me anything.
You want to hear my that was stupid?
Yes.
So I married this terrible woman a
I'll
few years ago.
literally rip
And
your
it's
dick off
been
with
the
my
biggest
ape
regret
hands.
of my life. I can't even eat pasta anymore.
Make your own fucking. Today, bitch doesn't even know what to make himself. He's like, maybe I'll go and get a burrito. I'm like, we have so
Bitch.
much food. Makes a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich. You need me.
It was good. I wanted to go out and get a burrito. Anyway, this is taking a hard left.
Matt, what's your that was stupid?
I don't know anymore. It sounds like I did enough stupid things for the both of us.
Cute. I love you.
I will say the rain in LA is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say this last week?
Yep.
Oh God, how it's not solving the drought and that's stupid.
Yep.
Oh, this is this is very stupid.
Oh.
This is where we're at in Los Angeles right now. So it is cold at night. Sometimes during the day. Today it was a bit warm, but and we are going through a natural gas crisis right now, where natural gas is very expensive. So they're like, don't use too much heat because it's very expensive. We got our bill; it was like quadruple what it usually is.
We talked about this.
We talked about this, and also they're like, just use like space heaters or something. But then I got a notification that our electric company also runs on natural gas.
Yeah.
And then they're like, or try some alternative heating sources.
Like fireplaces, burning wood, etc.
Yes, which is causing air quality problems.
Yeah. So it's like there's no way to do this properly because every day we get an air quality alert that it's poor because people are burning so much wood.
It's crazy. I've never been in a scenario like this, and because I see so much smoke in our neighborhood, because people are choosing to burn wood as opposed to natural gas, and it's just so weird. Be like, oh, don't burn wood, don't use gas, don't use electricity.
Yeah.
So what the hell heat is left?
We're body heat, like
Body heat.
the other day when but it's also because it's been rainy. It hasn't been sunny. The other day when it was like pissing rain, I think this was Tuesday. I always said, I'm like, I just want to sit in bed and drink coffee and work from bed, and I never do that. Let me tell you, that's how you keep warm.
Yeah.
You sit under the duvet. I had like full jammies on, like a bunch of layers, bunch of socks, hot coffee. Ooh.
I want a bed day. Actually,
It was nice.
I realized that I was very jealous of your bed day. You were working in bed. You're having little coffees. It looked very cute and nice and cozy. And I'm like, in the next couple of days, I'm gonna have a bed day.
It was the perfect day for it because it was like sheets of rain. Like there was no way you could even go outside. Our street was a river. I had a nice bed
Luckily,
day.
the man of the house was out there walking the dog and taking care of stuff. Maybe he enjoys a bit of pasta every now and then.
You took the dog for one walk in the morning and then the rain let up. Let's not
Maybe
pretend
without
you're a
him
hero.
being energized with carbs, he wouldn't be able to accomplish such things, and you wouldn't
You
be able
ate
to enjoy
the pasta
such a beautiful bed day.
after the rain.
Bottom line, I'm going to have a bed day next time it rains.
My
and-
bed day, I was planning our wedding.
Yes, I'm going to have a bed day soon.
Yeah,
we
bed
have
day.
to get rolling because you have a show tonight.
I do have a
and
show tonight.
We are going to go to a brewery to have beer and pizza because this January is not very dry. So let's top it off there. Did you have anything you wanted to read from listeners?
Oh, yeah, because we're always like, oh, my God, message us. We love you, listeners. And then nobody does. And then the few times you do, I forget to read it.
Yeah.
So let's just pull a few things up.
Also, I have angled the camera for this video portion of the podcast at a different angle because last week I had quite the hog body.
Do I have hog body?
No, but I had to zoom in at such an angle. There was something terrible. My whole body. I'm at the age where if I sit at a certain angle, I compress in a way where I look like Tommy Lee Jones's forehead. Like it's terrible
I feel
and
like
wrinkly
I'm gonna
and
look weird.
No.
Because first of all, I'm wearing a shirt that I feel like it's like if Guy Fieri and a zebra fucked. Like it's I don't know if I love it, but
Well, you're going to see us in a
wear.
lot of weird colors and patterns because we have to not wear green, and every fucking shirt
Turns
you
out I
buy.
have a lot of
There's a lot of
green.
green shirts out
I like
there.
green shirts. Okay, so this is from the holiday episode from a couple weeks ago from Taylor, one of our power listeners.
Power listener.
She's warm and fuzzies from Christmas past. My dad once scraped up enough snow to make a tiny snowman and put it in the freezer for us.
Oh, that's
How cute is that?
That sounds like a commercial for Diet Coke.
It does, and as an adult, he gave me a plush one that won't melt.
Oh
That's,
my God, a papa! What a beautiful
doesn't that
papa
make you
story.
feel warm and fuzzy? And then so we were talking about gas at Costco last week about how you can go on either side in the gas pump string.
Yeah, wherever your pump your gas is on your car, you can go on the other side if you want because it'll reach.
Because it'll reach. And so this man, what's his real name? Dwinterowd. I don't know this man's real name. He commented, I had someone behind me laugh because they saw my gas cap was on the wrong side of the pump. I got out and stretched the hose to my side, and they loudly guffawed and steam blew out of their ears.
Oh my
I then
God.
finished pumping my gas at exactly $20, and everyone clapped. True story. Look it up.
I love this.
We love it.
Michael Klein had the same story. He
There you
used it the
go.
other day, and he's like, I think the gas tank is on the left for most people.
Is it?
Yes, I have that feeling because every time I go to Costco, people are lining up to their left and trying to line up the pump to their left, and then you go to the other side, and people think you're crazy. But I'm so happy that people are listening to this and that they're reaping the benefits.
Yeah.
However, if you are in front of me, get the fuck out of my way because this was my idea. If you see me at Costco going on the wrong side for the wrong pump, you owe me that spot because that's my tip. That's my hot tip.
Yeah.
That's how tips work, right?
Sure, a tip for tat.
Tip for tat.
That's what they say. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Matt, where can they find you?
Matt_O'Brien on Twitter. Matt O'Brien on Instagram. My Facebook page. What
Yeah.
the fuck is it? I think it's Matt O'Brien Comedy or just Matt O'Brien. I don't know. I'm posting a lot on there because the views seem to be going. I got 1 million views on a thing, and that means something to me now. So I'm trying on there.
I know. I need to try harder on Facebook because one of my videos got like 2.3 on
You can
Facebook.
actually make money. We know people that. Here's what Facebook says: is you can make up to $35,000 a month. I know it must be terribly hard to do that,
What?
but even if I had a small portion of that, I would be happy. I've heard this from a few different comedians where they're like, you pump it out, you can make a decent amount of money on Facebook. So I'm giving it a shot.
Gosh, Facebook's
so look at
dragging
my
us back.
page.
And you can find me, Julia Comedy, on Instagram. I'm barely posting on Twitter anymore, but I'm Julia Comedy on that too. And I'm Julia Comedian. That's my Facebook page, which now has 28,000 followers.
God.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Is this what you want? I hope it was. We'll see you next time. I'm Matt.
And I'm Julia. And I love pasta.
I love my own dick.
Is this what you want with Matt and Julia? Is this what you want with Matt and Julia? Is this what you want?